Hey guys, good morning. It's your girl Michelle Bernice. I was supposed to have done this yesterday, which was Monday. I had it written down. I set my intentions. I'm going to go ahead and record why people wait, why we use that as an epidemic, kind of like stagnant, not taking action, right? Even when we have time, because a lot of times we tell ourselves the excuse that as soon as I have time, or if I wasn't working this job, I would have a YouTube channel, or if I had this, or if I had that. Okay, so I'm going to hold myself accountable. Today's Tuesday, right? I had plenty of time on Monday. I didn't take action. I sat around, I procrastinated, I put all my energy and focused on a business problem or concern that I've had for over a week, right? And it's going to get resolved how it's supposed to get resolved. But I put all of that good energy into that. And I've been putting good energy into it. Like I've been working, and when I work, it doesn't affect me so much because you're out moving around and taking care of business. But when I'm at home and I'm stagnant and I'm doing payroll and I'm looking to see like when invoices are supposed to come in, when is this supposed to be resolved, my team is waiting, that type of thing. So yeah, it does kind of put you in a funky mood. But what I'm saying is move forward anyway, right? So what I've been doing is holding myself accountable. And I know that you guys can too. So I do a lot of energy work. I share a lot of different techniques that my clients use, right? And a lot of times those same techniques work for you. They're why you got where you are, right? But when you get in like a little funky mood, or it's like the valleys and the peaks and stuff, so you're like, okay, when you're on the mountaintop, everything's good. I'm following all my things, my meditation, my walking, my getting out, my prayer, my alignment. But when things don't go my way, that is really when your truest self shows up. You have to continue to show up even when things are not going your way. You have to continue to show up even when you don't really know what the outcome is going to be. But for my particular situation, the outcome is going to be positive. And the secondary thing is I have, in honor of Father's Day, I'll go ahead and put this out there, that I have a dad that supports me. So my dad is like, that sounds like a problem, Miss Chalet. You should come and try to resolve it with me. And I was like, okay. So this week I was like, if it doesn't get resolved, I'm going to resolve it because my team can't continue to wait. And my dad was like, sounds like a plan. So that being said, why the funky mood? Why sitting there sulking and saying this is not resolved? No, it's not resolved. No, when you elevate and you have big contracts, things become very uncomfortable. Like more money becomes more chaos, more conflict sometimes. And I have been praying and doing breath work and meditation on abundance. And God has opened that abundance up to me. But a lot of times when abundance comes, a lot of things happen, like maybe you aren't ready for this abundance, maybe this, maybe that. But this could happen with anything. Sorry guys, that little piece of braid. Yeah, this could have happened with anything, right? It could have happened with a small check. In my case, it happened with a big check. But it's going to be resolved. Why? Because it's a government agency, that's why. And we know how slow they are, but we also know that they're going to resolve this because I'm a contractor for them. So that being said, let's get into this lesson, okay? So the lesson is the waiting epidemic, right? And I'm going to read something for you. Basically, it says, what are you waiting for? And so the waiting epidemic is like, how many times have you heard somebody say, one day I would love to, or when I win the lottery? Most people are always waiting for something, the perfect time, one day, at least know which aspect of their current lives they're no longer working with. But instead of knowing that and knowing that you need to take change, you procrastinate, right? So what am I waiting for? I want to start a business, change careers, move houses, relocate across the country, End a relationship that no longer is working. Travel. Start a family. Write a book. Run a marathon. All of these things are things that are goals and activities that you may have been wanting to do and you haven't done them yet. But what are you waiting for? Because time is precious. So think about it. Life is too short, too precious to spend waiting. So let's resonate on that, you guys. And this is from a book that says, what are you waiting for? Okay. So I thought it was appropriate to start this video since I was waiting. I have read this book before and it just says like throughout every chapter. So that was chapter 1. And then it goes into more things about why people procrastinate and being proactive versus passive living. So there's a lot of things in here that help you kind of shift that mindset. Hope is not a strategy for fulfilling a life. I thought that was profound. Hope is not a strategy. You have to take action. Valid reasons versus excuses. We just talked about it. I actually just talked about it because I didn't have a reason not to make this video yesterday. I really had nothing but time and space and opportunity. The same way I'm making it today. So the different chapters, like chapter 4 says, know you can handle anything. Let's see. I'm just flipping through it so I can say a couple of things on it. The secret to knowing what you want in life. So it's a really good book, and it's called A Practical Guide to Knowing What You Want and Making It Happen Now. And I'll put more information down at the bottom, who the author is and all of that, if anybody wants to kind of look it up. But yeah, the book is called What Are You Waiting For? Okay, and that's how the book looks. So anyway, let's get into this. So I thought that this was profound because for May, we have a lot of contracts that we do, a lot of big contracts. And when I say we, I have a team. We all work together as a team. The company is called The Event Wellness. And so we do corporate wellness, we do mindful meditation, we do events for government and state agencies. That's baby girl. That's Nala. She's only in here because I'm recording. But we're going to move forward. You know why? Because normally I would stop and be like, I don't want to do this. She's making all this noise. No, we're going to move forward because that's all part of the process. Life happens. There she is. So when I stop this video, I'm going to stop it because I was through talking, okay? So anyway, so I do a lot of work with chakras, right? And so when you are stagnant, there's a lot of places that like you can release that energy through breathing, and you can release that energy through getting outside, but just taking deep intentional breaths, right? That calms your energy. I know that right now it may seem like I'm all over the place, but let me get to the point, right? I promise you the dots are going to connect with all the things that are going on in the world right now, which means there's a lot of chaos and conflict. I know that any part of the world, I'm in Southern California, but any part of the world that you're in, I know that you can probably feel a shift. It may feel uncomfortable. If you're a minority, you may really feel super uncomfortable. We have like all of these things with mass deportations, breaking families apart. It is really, really important to stay in alignment with your human self, your true heart consciousness. Like, instead of being judgmental, instead of being like, I told you so, instead of being like, well, that's what you got, you know, you got what you asked for. Instead of having that mindset, try leading with a little bit more compassion. Try leading with how that would affect you if you were in that position. or let's say you're in that position, how can you center yourself and just be like, I know God, the universe, whatever you believe in. This is not about religion. This is about you centering yourself to find inner peace. And we all could practice that. Like I said, I had the conflict of, this payroll thing, and it really, like, it shook my foundation because I had worked so hard to have this big contract, and then for the payment not to go through, for my team to have been waiting, for me to have kind of like hemorrhaged money to make sure that they were taken care of. Meanwhile, I'm not taken care of because, the leadership is the last to be taken care of. Some people say pay yourself first. I don't believe in that. I believe like the team needs to be taken care of. So it has been pretty challenging. But moving back to the state of the world, war, seeing people, and like I said, this is not a political post, so don't take it for, take it with a grain of salt. But seeing people actively acting ugly, seeing people actively not leading with compassion is painful. But the more that you go within, the more that you center yourself, that energy it's like a shield. Let me line this up, right? It's like a shield of protection for yourself. So when we know that we are walking in the light, when we know that we are being the best person that we can be, the best human person that you could be, not the best black girl Michelle that I could be, although I am black, being the best human that I could be, looking past what other people, race, creed, what they believe in, just being compassionate. That means something. That protects you. That helps you stay in alignment. That helps you have more blessings than you have challenges. And I say that to say, the more that I lead with gratitude, the more that I think about being grateful, the more that I know that I am blessed. And the more that I know that what could have been such a big problem for one person is a very uncomfortable problem for me. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I wanted to talk about alignment. I wanted to talk about not waiting. Don't procrastinate. Focus on being the best person that you can be. And saying that, you're not always going to be everybody's cup of tea. And that's okay. You have to go out there and find your own community. You have to go out there and find your own tribe. Okay? And when you do that, you will be walking towards bigger and better blessings. Okay? And let's just start with some affirmations. So every morning, there's like 10 affirmations that I have, because I have a book that's at Barnes & Noble. And I'll flip through this. I actually have like the affirmations someplace else, but anyway. It says morning routine. For the past few years, I have been setting my daily intentions. Here's a daily routine. I wake up early. I meditate on what a good day looks like for me. I say a prayer and do this thing called Ask Meditation. It might have another name, but that's what it was called, so that's what I call it. Why am I living a good life? Why are my dreams coming true so fast? Ask, why is my body functioning perfectly, and why do I have so much energy? How am I manifesting so much? How am I booking so many clients? Thank you for always making everything work out in my favor. So just set your intentions, you guys. Set a morning routine. Wake up. Say what you want to say. That's my personal intention. It's in the book. This is the book. And then here's the affirmations. So I have affirmations that are, first it gives you a breakdown of like the power of affirmations, like why affirmations can work, where they put you in a better mindset. And then it also has on here affirmations for release and let go. So it says, I let go of worry, anger, and blame. I let go of negativity. So there are affirmations on there. It's a blank page where you can put your own affirmations for success and abundance. So I'm just going to pick like a random one. I am worthy to receive. Here's another one. I am worthy of my success and accomplishments. Then it has one for confidence. I believe in my abilities. So this is the blank pages where you can put your own personal affirmations, what you want to meditate on a daily basis. And then it has on here the universal laws. So it talks a little bit about that if anybody was interested in it. Grounding techniques, coping strategies for anxiousness and pain relief. So it has like grounding techniques on here. So I put this together. It's called The Girl Boss. As I walked into pivoting and shifting my business, leaving a relationship, and starting over, trying to find my way. So that's it, you guys. There's a lot of things in this book. It has weekly gratitude, like so, weekly planner, which is blank, so whenever you buy the book you can fill it out to your liking. In the back it has notes in it. Like I said, it's just like a journal. I set it up in a way that made things work out for me. And it says, be proud of yourself, you're doing great. So I have lines on here of things that you may have accomplished this year, this month, whatever. And then it says things that I need to let go of, and it's a little section right there. You can make a list. And at the bottom it says the sky is the limit. 5 things I would like to learn. We all know when we write stuff down, it kind of sticks in here. And so on the back I wrote, the story of becoming the very best version of yourself is the girl boss journey. Michelle Renee Morris is a Southern California wellness professional with over 10 years of experience in massage therapy. She is a certified massage therapist and journaling coach. She is passionate about helping her clients. With mindfulness, reducing stress, and promoting self-discovery through the practice of massage therapy, meditation, and journaling. Yeah, Nala is all over the place. But anyway, that's it, you guys. So that is all I wanted to share for today. Thank you for rocking with me. I appreciate you guys, and I guess it's time for me to go take baby girl somewhere. Yeah, that's all I wanted. Okay, thank you guys. Bye.